people who don't use the lake, who don't live on the lake, should be more interested in the health of Bantam Lake, and in fact, the people who use it or live on it. Hopefully I'll demonstrate that to you. The other thing I want to just have you leave with for your elevator speech is the number 337, okay? So let me go through this quick. At the risk of being Captain Obvious here, this chart only tells you that Bantam Lake has got a tremendous economic value to this region. Not just Morris, not just Litchfield, but the whole region, right? Obviously, the local businesses Jamie showed a minute ago, there's just the summertime use of the lake. It's just a tremendous economic value to this region. No question about it. And again, it's pretty obvious. You can see a study that was done in the past. Also, from a property tax base, I'm going to show you something on the next chart. Extremely important. And the other thing I think we should recognize is, thanks to White Memorial, there will always be seasonal residents on Bantam Lake. There's always going to be people that use the lake part-time, thanks to White Memorial. Seasonal residents do not use many of the town's resources, right? Obviously, no education. 70% of the budget of the town is education. Seasonal residents do not use it, and many other town services. So it is a tremendous asset to have seasonal residents on it. My name is Peter Longo. I'm the treasurer at Bantam Lake Protective Association. I'm the treasurer of the Bantam Lake Ski Club. I've owned property on the lake for 30 years, and I've used the lake for 50 years. This is 337. I want you to see the power of compounding. There are about 300 properties on Bantam Lake. Morris, the town of Morris itself, has 7,900 taxable acres. Those 300 or so property on Bantam Lake, they make up 3% of that. Those 300 properties make up 262 acres. So 3%, and this is just Morris, by the way. I'm not picking on Morris. I need to get this information for Litchfield and Bantam. But this is a great example. Those 300 properties make up 3% of the taxable base acreage in the town of Morris. Yet, those properties, that 3% of that acreage provides 37, it's a different number, Roger, 37% of the tax base to the town of Morris, okay? It's amazing. The power of compounding is amazing. That's why I say if you don't live on the lake, you should be more interested in the value of the lake than if you do. Because anytime you decrease the value of lake property, it's a multiplier effect on the lake, on the people that do not live on the lake. Do you follow that? Okay? So that's extremely important. Morris has a tax base of $283 million, and the lake properties provide $105 million of tax base. This is my point, 337. If you ever want an elevator speech, 3% of the properties provide 37% of the tax revenue. Very simple. So everybody needs to be interested on this, the health of Bantam Lake. I don't want to give a stick in the eye to any politicians or any towns, but it's a fact. All right? You can see the percent of assistance given to Bantam Lake by our local towns. Now, Morris, quite frankly, has always stepped up. It's a small piece, less than 1% of Morris's non-educational funding goes to the health of Bantam Lake. On the other hand, Morris continues to do it. All right? Litchfield, on the other hand, did for 1 or 2 years and stopped. So again, it's only a sliver. I don't want to put a stick in the eye of anyone, but the fact of the matter is that towns need to be interested in the health of this lake.
Oh man, so she got a PlayStation sound. Yeah. She did. My foot was caught in it. Beautiful, healthy,